Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your first purchase with TCG Center 5 code. How's it going, guys? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we're gonna looking at one interesting deck for the standard format. So it's a Mega Alakazam featuring that Lunala-GX. So Mega Alakazam with the Zen Force, 210 Mega Evolution from Alakazam, can strike for 10 plus 30 more for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. It only had one retreat cost and two times 2 weakness on the Psychic, so it's going to definitely be weak against those Friday Night Eviltals in the damage spread, and it's also going to be weak against those Mega God Wars, dual Mega God Wars. I can just one-hit knock on Mega Alakazam, but on the other side, against any other deck in a format, it can be pretty decent. Especially if you can set up multiple Alakazam and Mega Alakazam lines on your bench with at least one copy of your Lunala-GX. But on the other side, your opponent will not be able to one-hit knock on your Mega Alakazam. You can always use the advantage of the Psychic Transfer and heal the damage from your damaged Pokemon with the Max Potion, which can be very powerful. So running for 3 copies of the Alakazam and Mega Alakazam, also Alakazam-EX with the Kinesis ability can put 2 damage counters when Alakazam evolves into Mega Alakazam to active Pokemon and 3 on 1 of our opponent benched Pokemon. So we can also snipe our opponent bench with those Kinesis abilities. Also, 2-1-2 line of the Lunala-GX with 250 HP and Psychic Transfer. I can always control my energies in play, and I can just use the potential of the Max Potion to heal damage counters from my Pokemons in play. Of course, with 210 and 250 HP, it's going to be hard to one-hit knock at those Pokemons if you're not speaking about weakness strike. Also, Lunala-GX can just simply one-hit knock on one of my opponent basic Pokemons that are not GX, so I can also just, with 3 energies, one-hit knock on my opponent EX without too much problems. Moongaze Beam for 120, and defending Pokemon can't be healed during your opponent's next turn. It's not that good for 4 energies, trust me, it's better to attack with the Alakazam, but of course, as the backup can always be good support. So, in addition to that, I'm also running 1 copy of Hoopa-EX with the Skanda Ring, so I can just set up my Alakazams and the Shaymins, because I decide to go with the 2 copies of the Sky Field as the main stadium in play. And of course, with 2 Shaymins, I can just use the advantage of the setup, so I can basically draw cards until I have 6 in my hand. So 15 Pokemon in total, 37 trainer cards mixed with the supporter, of course, and 8 energies, which means 60 cards in total. So from the item cards, I decide to go with 2 copies of Devolution Spray. With Devolution Spray, I can always devolve my Mega Alakazam and just put it back into my hand and evolve the same turn some other Alakazam with the Spirit Link and spreading damage around the board. Of course, I cannot de-evolve my active Alakazam, for example, a Mega Alakazam, and then just evolve again back. That's not allowed to do. Then I'm running 2 copies of Max Potion. As I mentioned earlier, I can just heal all damage counters from one of my Pokemons in play. Then I need to discard all energies, but with the Lunala-GX and with that Psychic Transfer, I can just easily use the advantage of the Max Potion. 2 copies of Mega Turbos, so I can just get more energies in play and faster attack with my Mega Alakazam. So 1 energy from hand and 1 Mega Turbo can always allow my Mega Alakazam to strike with the Zen Force for 10 plus 30 more for each damage counter in my opponent's active Pokemon. 2 copies of Nest Balls. I really like them because they can also help me to set up my Alakazams and Cosmogs on the bench. 2 copies of Rare Candies for the Rare Candy from Cosmog into my Lunala-GX, very important to have in deck, just because I'm running only 1 Cosmoem, and sometimes it can take the ages to evolve from Cosmog to Cosmoem and then Lunala-GX without Rare Candy. 1 copy of Super Rod, just to recycle at least some energies and Pokemons from my discard pile back into my deck. I can always go with the Brock Squid, but it's a supporter card, so I decide not to do that. 3 copies of Trainers Mails, 4 copies of Ultra Balls, and of course, as usual, 4 copies of AV Seeker. Stadium decision was on the Sky Field because it's very good for as many Pokemon as they can have in play, especially for those Alakazams and Hoopa and Shaymins, and then just if my opponent wants to counter my Sky Field, I can simply discard, for example, my Shaymins and Hoopas from the bench. Supporter line, I'm running 5 different supporter cards. The first one is a Hex Maniac, always good to have. especially after I'm done with my abilities. I can always shut down my opponent abilities with the Hex Maniac and also my abilities for one turn. Can be very crucial against item lock or maybe against Jawa the Shuriken, but to counter something like Greninja Break, I can always stack one copy of Giratina from that X and Y promo set, which have that powerful ability that will just simply prevent Giratina Break from using those Jawa the Shurikens. One copy of Lysandre, switch your opponent's active Pokemon with his or her, switch your opponent benched Pokemon one of his or her active Pokemon. Also 2 copies of N. I decided also to go with one Olympia, just because I'm running only 1 copy of Float Stone, and sometimes I might just need Olympia for that switch if I stuck in the active without a Float Stone, with something like a Hoopa in a late game, just if my opponent tries to stall a time, or even first, if he have right now Yveltal in front. 4 copies of Professor Sycamore, simply to discard hand and draw 7 new cards. In addition to that, 3 copies of Alakazam Spirit Links, so they are simply here to evolve into Mega Alakazam without losing a turn. 1 copy of Float Stone, simply for that Lunala-GX, because I really like the Float Stone Lunala-GX. It's a GX, what else you can attach in it? You can use always Float Stone for the free treat or XP share, but I decided to go with the Float Stone instead of the XP share, and of course 8 basic energies, so I can power up my Mega Alakazam or Lunala-GX to use the attack. Even Hoopa in this deck can attack for 100 and sniping one of my opponent benched Pokemons for 100, discarding 2 energies. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough for the one hit knock against Shaymin, but always with the help of the Zen Force, I can simply use the advantage and snipe those Shaymins on the bench for 100 plus 30, which is going to be 130, more than enough for the knockout. But then I need to discard 2 energies, and that's not that cheap attack to do. As usual, if you're looking for these cards, you can find them on tcgcast.com, also on the card market, if you're located in Europe, whatever, so you should definitely check that. You can find the link in my video description. For today's video, I'm gonna play one game just to show you how this deck works, because I simply cannot play against those ability locks, because Mega Alakazam actually have very hard time beating that Garbodor. Of course, I can always stack some other cards, but then consistency wouldn't be here. But yeah, pretty much against those Garbodors. Once the Garbodor turn 2 enters the play, I simply cannot spread my damage counters with the Kinesis. There is no more Dimension Ball in play, so I can just attack with my suppression, for example, with single energy, and put your damage counters to my opponent Pokemons with energies in play. So it's not that good. I mean, Celebi can always be good tech. Also, Baby Hoopa can be good tech to spread 20 damage to 2 of my opponent Pokemons in play. But I just decided to go with the 4-3 line of the Alakazam, Mega Alakazam, and the 2-1-2 line of the Lunala-GX, just because I think it's pretty cool deck. It's not a competitive deck to play at all, so don't think you should bring that to your local league or something, because you're probably not gonna go good. So I hope you guys will enjoy in the rest of the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you can leave the comments below. So let's do the game test so you can see this deck in the action. So see you in the game. Alright, so gonna call heads, my standard procedure here, and I want the coin flip, so let's take a look at the opening hand. Oh, not the best opening hand. Starting with 2 copies of Alakazams. More than that, no Draw Supporter, no Ultra Ball, no Trainers Mail, no nothing. And the top deck is gonna be just 1 Cosmog, so we'll attach energy to my Alakazam and pass my turn. Really need something as a top deck, so 1 Float Stone, 1 Fighting Energy to that Carbink. And what else my opponent can do? He can play Pearl City and N. Alright, so well played. Thanks a lot for that, N. A Spirit Link, a Mega Alakazam, a Trainer's Mail of Hope for that Ultra Ball, so I can just get myself Hoopa, for example. So let's see, a Trainer's Mail. Trainer's Mail for N. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is put my Spirit Link to the Bansheed one, then simply evolve. Okay, then simply devolve. Alright, attach another energy, play the Sky Field, and goes with the N. Okay, what a nice hand. Disgusting. Alright, never mind. I can still play Suppression. Not gonna put a single damage counter to my opponent carving. But never mind. If the Ultra Ball gonna be top deck, I will have my Lunala-GX in play. But if it's not gonna be, I'm gonna just play my Sycamore for 7. I still have Sky Field in my hand, so I can just get the access to my Sky Field again. But 2 energies in his discard pile. I'm carving. We'll use that Diamond Gift. Oh, there's a V-Seeker for another round of the N. Alright, so like that. One more time, I guess I like that. Let's see, a Mega Alakazam, a Spirit Link, a Trainer's Mail of Hope to get that Rare Candy and put my Lunala-GX in play. That's gonna be very important. 140 damage is the maximum damage output so far his Zygarde can do. So let's see, Trainer's Mail. Oh, what a nice top deck, a Rare Candy. Oh, I couldn't get better top deck. Alright, so that's gonna be Lunala-GX in play. More than that, I can simply use my Lunar Full GX, and of course I'm gonna do that, so let's just place that Mega Alakazam. Yes, of course. Please put 3 damage counters to his benched Zygarde. Well, then I'm just gonna use my Psychic Transfer. Okay. I'm still missing one piece of puzzle here. I still need to retreat. So I'm gonna need one copy of Mega Turbo. Okay, I'm still not seeing a Mega Turbo, but I can get one for sure. Let's see, another Mega Alakazam will hit the ground. Why not if I can? Okay, I have Max Potion, I have Ultra Ball, so I'm gonna just play my Ultra Ball for Lunala and for the energy card. Then I'm gonna get myself a... let's see, how many Mega Turbos I have? 2 of them. I'm gonna grab that Hoopa, just because with the Hoopa I can set up for more. I can grab more cards from my deck into my hand, and that's somehow very important. Not too much, but another Shaymin might be crucial for that Mega Turbo. Alright, so let's go with the setup of 4 cards. Still searching for the Mega Turbo. Well, I can't find a Mega Turbo, but I still have a Ultra Ball number 2, which is gonna be for nothing in this case. Another setup for 5. I'm still in play. I'm still searching for the Mega Turbo. And looks like I'm not gonna find a Mega Turbo here, so that's just gonna be another Psychic move. Can put energy right here, and I can pass my turn. That's it for now. For next turn I have Olympia, which I can of course use, and I don't see a reason why I wouldn't do that. If my opponent decides to play Stadium, I can cut Shaymin from bench, I can cut my Hoopa from bench, but the most important thing is that I can just simply one-hit knock with my Lunala-GX, one of my opponent's basic Pokemons that isn't GX, which means that I can simply one-hit knock at his side on 3 energies and grab 2 prize cards, and still turn after that goes for 120. Which is very powerful because 120 and 90 from turn before is going to be more than enough for the knockout, and still only carving will stays in the play. So my opponent definitely in very bad position right now. So there is one Trainer's Mail. I was not able simply to find that Mega Turbo. I'm running 2 copies of Mega Turbos and I was not able to find a single one. However, for next turn I also have another Mega Alakazam, which means that I can simply put 3 damage counters to his maybe 3rd Zygarde on the bench. As long as he don't play N, I'm gonna be happy. I see Ultra Ball for Lysandre and Delinquent. Alright, it's very important for me to keep that Olympia in my hand and not to lose it, so I can just have that retreat. Desperately, he find another Trainers Mail for V Seeker. I hope he's not gonna play it one more time that N, because I'm gonna lose my Olympia. Still, I can retreat even with the energy card, not gonna be a big deal. Oh, so he decided to kick. Okay. Maybe he wants to apply some pressure to my Lunala. Maybe he just wants to go for a one-hit knock against my Shaymin-EX. And he wants to go against my Shaymin-EX, so that Lysandre is gonna be more than enough for the knockout. As you can see, 120. Okay, fair enough. Time for my Lunala-GX to finish the job here. So I'm gonna put my... I'm gonna play actually my Psychic Transfer here and move that energy to my Lunala-GX. After that I'm gonna just play my M. Yeah, simply. I don't want to put in play my Mega Alakazam yet. Also, I'm trying to find that Lysandre somehow. Okay, even Devolution Spray is not bad. Even Devolution Spray for next turn is not bad. So, one energy, one Mega Turbo, and I have another Mega Alakazam ready in play. Ready for some rock and roll. And Lunar full GX for the knockout against his Zygarde. Just like that. Just like that, 2 prize cards for me. This is just insane. How powerful this Lunar full GX is. It's just broken. Okay. Let's see what's gonna be next move for my opponent. One Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. A strong energy, a Sycamore for 7. Finally. Yeah, what can I do next turn? Next turn I can simply max out his Carbon with both Mega Alakazams in my hand. Or actually can, I'm gonna be short for like a 10. Alright, I'm gonna be short for 10, so there is one Diamond Gift. Only for 20. And 2 more energies, 2 strong energies to his Zygarde. That's 170 damage right now. I'm gonna try to find that Lysandre. And looks like I'm not gonna be able to get one, but there is a Mega Turbo. Another Mega Alakazam will hit the ground. He's down to 90. Alright, so he's not big threat. One more Mega Turbo. One more Mega Alakazam. Yes, of course, I want to put 3 more damage counters to his carving on the bench. And I simply want to play my Professor Sycamore for 7. Alright, Olympia, Super ROS. Yeah, I can even bring back my Shaymin in case of the N or something. I can also Rare Candy for another Lunala-GX. So that's gonna be one Psychic Transfer. And energy from my Mega Alakazam to my Lunala-GX with 250 HP. And then simply, I'm gonna strike for 120 damage with my Moon-Gazed Beam. Is it? Moon-Gazed Beam? Yeah, it is. So, one more prize for me, which is a Lysandre. Alright, very important Lysandre, so I can just Lysandre his Zygarde with 90 HP on the bench and knocks him out. And he just decided to Lysandre my Shaymin. Okay, not bad. So there's gonna be another knockout against my Shaymin with his Lysandre. So very close game at the end, as you can see. I think it's time right now for my Mega Alakazam to do some job here. We're actually 90 plus 20. I guess it's the same. I can strike with my Zen Force right now, just for a joke. Okay, gonna play my Nest Ball. Of course, it's not gonna be Shaymin. Gonna play my Cosmoem just to try to discard as many cards as I can, of course. and then I'm gonna just V Seeker for N, put my opponent down to 2 cards in case of crazy N or something. You never know what can happen. Or even Lysandre V Seeker, whatever he have. I managed to get Olympia back, so that's fine. I'm gonna use my Zen Force, and right now I can just strike for 280. That's gonna be more than enough to knock out his Zygarde-X. I'm gonna grab 2 more prize cards, which means that I have only 1 more to take. And the Carbink is the last man standing, and he decided to pass his turn, which means I can just use my Olympia without discarding energy, retreat down to my, actually switch down to my Lunala-GX and finished his Carbink, knocks him out for 120 and taking my last prize. So, very interesting deck combo definitely with Lunala-GX and Mega Alakazam. A lot of different opportunities to attack with them. Once you manage to put your Lunala-GX in play, if there is no Garbodor around, your opponent will definitely have a hard time beating you. That's for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more future videos. As always, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below. So till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.